Do you know what massively hurt our relationship? We never agreed to a standard. It sounds kind of stupid now, but it turns out it's essential. We never agreed to how we both believe relationships should operate. We never agreed on what we are okay with and what we're not okay with individually. We never talked about expectations. And I bet that's some of you, isn't it? You never agreed what's not okay during a fight. Criticism, yelling, name-calling, aggression, dismissiveness, invalidation. You never agreed what each of you thinks should happen when the other partner feels hurt or neglected. Can you be a safe place for me to bring it up, or would you prefer me to bury my hurts and feelings to avoid a fight? You never agreed to these standards and expectations for your relationship, did you? Me neither. And maybe that's why you're so resentful and passive-aggressive with him, because he's not doing something he's supposed to be doing, right? I mean, he should know better. It's common sense. And on the other side, maybe that's why you're so defensive and dismissive with her, aren't you? Because she's making a big deal about nothing. But instead of getting trapped in those cycles, we can have those tough conversations. We waited until our marriage fell apart to ask those questions. You don't have to make that mistake. Let's admit we both have expectations to how we all think this should play out, don't we? Because you have standards about how he should contribute when he's home from work or on the weekends, right? Does he do the dishes? Does he bathe the kids? Does he carry some of the mental and emotional load of this relationship without you having to ask? Who should be taking on those tasks? How often do we need to be sexually intimate before one of us feels neglected? Let's stop pretending you don't have standards and assumptions and expectations when it comes to those things. This isn't about agreeing on everything. This is about knowing ourselves and knowing our partner. That's part of intimacy. This is about caring about our partner enough to ask about their individual needs. How many conflicts would have been avoided by both of us being transparent and honest about what those are when it comes to the relationship? So let's ask. Let's have those hard conversations. I'm not saying they're easy. They're extremely hard for some of us. I'm just saying we're setting ourselves up to fail by not having them. So let's both focus on curiosity and safety and understanding their perspective. Let's not make it into an argument every time. Let's be vulnerable and ask, what does neglect look like for you personally? Because love wants to know the answer to that question. This isn't a debate. It's not about proving that their standards are too high. It's about recognizing that if I decide their expectations are too unreasonable and I choose not to meet them, intentionally or unintentionally, if we can't have those tough conversations without fighting, there will always be a massive amount of tension in this relationship, won't there? And if we love our partner, if we value the relationship we have together, we will take the stance of humility. We will see where we can both compromise without feeling like we're abandoning ourselves. We won't let our conflicts destroy us. We'll pay attention to the passive aggressiveness and the invalidation and the criticism and the defensiveness. And no, you're not always going to agree on everything. Nobody does. The question is, can we agree on enough and both still feel valued and loved?